AFATCom, Freddie back with a new review. Not a review, actually top 12 summer fragrances. The ones I've been wearing the last couple weeks and the ones I assume I'm going to be wearing for the rest of the summer. 12 is just because I couldn't break it down to just 10. And it doesn't matter. I don't like I always say, I don't like adding honorable mentions. I'll just change the number of the list. So let's just get started. I'm not going to talk much about the fragrance, just maybe on some of them a quick pointer or two, but we're going to just keep it moving quick. I'm going to start off with a classic. I guess pretty much a classic. It's from the House of Dior. It's the classic is actually Fahrenheit. This is like, I guess I wouldn't call it a summer flanker, but this is more, it's called Aqua Fahrenheit. It has a lot of resemblance to the original, but it is a little more, it has a little more citrus in it, a little bit more aromatic, but it's still violet dominated. But and the reason it's at number 12 is because it is a little stronger. It's a very potent juice, and I think I can wear this throughout the whole year, not just in the summer. So, but as Aqua Fahrenheit, I tend to reach for it mostly in the summer. And that's at number 12. Now at number 11, it's another, I want to say, classic in the community, but it's new to me. That's why it's at number 11. People say this has a great mojito vibe, and that's Guerlain Homme. I agree with the mojito vibe. It's a very nice fragrance. I've worn a few times, and I'm assuming I will continue. It's not that strong, but it is pretty good. And that's number 11, Guerlain Homme. Now at number 10. So I guess here we are, top 10, right? This is another scent that I can wear pretty much all year round, but I tend to gravitate more towards it in the summertime. There are other fragrances that I've owned in the past and had on this list and other lists that are close, or if not even better. For example, well, let me just show you the fragrance. It's Creed's Silver Mountain Water. This fragrance resembles Xerjoff's Casa Morati line's Mephisto, which I do like better than this. But I'm in a place in my life now where I do a lot of pros and cons with my fragrances, and although I like Mephisto a little better, they are very close. And for the price difference, yes, Mephisto performs a little bit better on me, but like I said, for the price difference, this is a better value. So I decided to get rid of that and stick with this one. That's Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Another one that it resembles to me, besides the real cheapies, is Xerjoff Suspiro. I think it's called Allegro. I think it's that one. I can't remember. That's another one that resembles it. Again, they're all slightly different, but very, very close. Now at, let's see, 12, 11, 10. At number 9, I have Cedrat Everant by Atelier Cologne. Now, this is one that I dismissed last year. When they did drop it, I had an early sample, and I told them, "You messed up. This sucks. It's just lemon." I was wrong. Although it's dominated by the lemon in this fragrance, it is a great fragrance. It's refreshing. It lasts a long time on me, which is rare for most Atelier fragrances, and at the value point that we get them at, it's just a dumb reach, blind buy. It's a great fragrance. I wear it a lot in the summertime, even in the spring, but mostly now in the summer. Okay, so now we're at number 8, and this is from the House of Xerjoff, the 1861 line, and it's the original 1861, which was renamed to Renaissance. Now this is another one that gets called out for the mojito vibe. I do get it here as well. It is a great fragrance. It's citrus, woods, it's aromatic, it even lasts a pretty long time. I would say it's a go. It's another dumb reach. It is a little pricey, but at the value compared to the other high-end niche and Zirjoff, this is a pretty good value. Okay, so now we're down to number 7, and I have something that's a little different. It's not your typical summer scent, and this is from the House of Min, New York, from their Scent Story collection. This is Shaman. Now, Shaman, it doesn't have your typical summer notes. This is basically patchouli, incense, and just like Aqua Fahrenheit, it has violet leaf in it. What's so weird about it is that it has, even though it has patchouli and incense, and I do get some warm spices in it, it is still a cool and refreshing, invigorating scent. So I recommend this if for those niche heads that don't like summer scents. This is a great purchase. And that, again, that's Min New York's Shaman. Okay, now we're down to number 6. At number 6, from the House of Creed, another one from Creed. It's a clean, soapy scent, vetiver scent. It's called Original Vetiver. This is compared to Thierry Mugler cologne. I think this one has a little bit more body, performs a little bit better, but it is great. And if you don't have the money for this, I would definitely recommend getting Mugler cologne. But this is just a little better for me. But the value is there for the Mugler cologne. At number 5, so here we are, top 5, right? So this is a pretty good list. Some of these are typical for most fragrance reviewers, some are not, but here we go anyway. At number 5, we have MFK's Aqua Universalis. Now this is the regular one, not the Forte. Now I do think the Forte is better than this. I know the Forte performs better than this, but I get a decent performance out of this. The only reason I have this one instead of the Forte is because for some reason when I wear the Forte, it gets me nauseous. It's heavy on the florals. I'm not sure if that's why, but this does the job for me and gives me a similar vibe, and it does not get me nauseous or sick at all. I'm the only one that I've heard had that issue with it, so at this point I'm not trying to scare anybody away. If you can afford and get the Forte version, go for it. It's a little more floral, but this is a great alternative. This one to me is a little bit more masculine, even though they're both very unisex. You determined. And at number 4, one of my favorite summer scents. I don't wear it that often, but I guess more often than the other ones. This is another one that you could probably wear in the spring, maybe in the fall. It's from the House of Parfum Roma, Batito de Ali. Now this is a great fragrance. I can't say anything wrong with this. Last gets you many compliments. It's a great citrus based fragrance. Can't go wrong with that. At number 3, now a lot of people are going to be surprised. I'm going to tell you now, I do not have Le Labo's Bergamot 22 on my list. I know that made my number 1 last year, and that is a great fragrance. Now, again, I'm at a point in my collection where I'm doing the pros and cons and eliminating things that don't have to be in my list. And Bergamot 22, although it's a great fragrance, it does bear a lot of comparison to this. And it is a slight difference, but again, at the value you can get this at, I kept this, or actually I sold that Bergamot 22 and I purchased this because I can reapply this a million times, and I don't even have to because this performs pretty well. And that's Versace Man Au Fresh. I'm sorry, just got a little lost. Yeah, this is a great fragrance. I just repicked this up after I sold my Bergamot 22. This gets me many compliments in the summertime. Okay, so now it's number 2. Last 2. Alright, so at number 2 we have another clean fragrance. a soapy fragrance, elegant. It's Prada Amber Pour Homme. Now, this is another repurchase into my collection. This is an amazing green scent. I mean, not green, I'm sorry, clean scent. It smells like a luxurious soap that you would find in one of the luxurious, expensive hotels. But it performs well. I've gotten many compliments. I actually get compliments on all these fragrances. But that one, you smell so good. You smell refined. You know, it's a nice fragrance, especially at the value you can find them on. Now, you know, for the summertime, you need to reapply it all the time, so the value is key for me. Now, at number 1, a lot of people like this and a lot of people don't. There's another one from MFK, and this is one that I think deserves more hype or more talk in the community, and that's Amaris Homme. This doesn't fail. From the minute I put it on, my wife always gives me a compliment all the way till midday, the end of the day. I'm constantly getting compliments for this. I wore it last week to meet with Chad and Steven at Min, and it was about 2 or 3 hours after application. I passed by Chad and he was like, "What are you wearing? It's so strong." You wouldn't think, but this is, I barely smelled it on myself, but obviously it was projecting. It did a good job, and I wear this a lot to work, to hang out, to do, you know, pretty much anything in the summertime. Again, I could probably wear this in spring and fall, but mostly summer is where I wear this, and it's a great fragrance. I highly recommend you check it out at least. Now, that was my top 12 summer scents. I hope to hear more people put out this list, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, these are my fragrances. This is what's available to me. So if you don't see anything on there or you didn't like it, you can tell me you didn't like it. Just don't mock me for something I don't have. And until next time, Farrakhan, stay blessed. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. We're pushing 1,000. Let's go. Until next time. Peace.